Hello and welcome to TTFL. It's round 20 and we are at China, a race that hasn't been run for quite a while. Whilst the drivers are sorting their tyres out before they make their way out, we'll have a quick look at the standings. Casto increasing the lead, he's now got a 30-point lead over Thornicus in second, Find the Pass in third place. 50 points clear of Moyland in fourth. Frenzy in fifth, only 3 points trailing to Moyland, so opportunity here for Frenzy to take hold at that fourth spot. Martin in sixth, Mrs. Carl in seventh, Stild in eighth, Zodak in ninth, Camus in 10th. I need to put that fan on because it's fucking roasting in here. Camo in 10th, Scorito in 11th, Dan in 12th, Jake in 13th, Wi-Fi in 14th, Hyder in 15th, Speedy in 16th, Gearshift in 17th, Hobo in 18th, Simseko in 19th, and Day in 20th. In the team standings, McLaren holding on to the lead at the moment, but only 23 points separating them and Ferrari. Mercedes in a very strong third position, Williams in fourth, followed by Alpine and Alpha Tauri. Alfa Romeo in seventh, Red Bull in eighth, Haas in ninth, and Aston in 10th. So have we got? That's working. That's a good sign. So overcast for most of quali. It is only a single quali session as we are on a sprint weekend. First cut round is one of the Hasses, and it's Quabs, who's just left a second. Let's get Quabs an invite. Have I got Quabs? Oh, I've not got him as a friend, so I can't send him an invite back, but I'm sure he'll be in the chat with the guys, so we'll get an invite shortly. Evening Duckface. Hello number 2. Yep. I could only secure second place. I'm happy with that though. Shame you weren't in the race with us last night. Casso's on and out lap. Hyder's starting his lap, and Dan's going to be the furthest round. No, Gunny is further round, so we'll stay with Gunny as he makes his way through 9 and 10. Heading up to the end of sector 2, a 51.6 for Gunny through sector 2 onto the long, slightly banked right-hander before the long straight with the DRS. I'll need more than luck next time. Don't know, that's better. They've moved me up to Prem next season, so I've got a lot more work to do. So through the final corner for Gunny, a run to the line, a 32.1 takes him to provisional pole. Next to come through is going to be Dan, 52.5 in sector 2. Out the final corner, DRS open, 33.0. It's Dan in second. We've got Hyder coming through. 52.1 for Hyder, 32.9. Across the line, so that moves Hyder up into second. It's Camus on an out lap. Wi-Fi on an out lap. This is Cole coming down the back straight. Onto the brakes for turn 14. Why they classify the little kink as turn 15, it's all part of the same corner. And through the final corner, DRS open, keeping it close to the pit wall. 35.6 for Mrs. Cole's first run. as Casto crosses the line behind on a 31-1. Find the pass. 31-8 takes him into second place. Saying the other McLaren first coming through the final corner. Can Zornicus do enough to take provisional pole? Not quite. A 31-152. 1500ths off of Casto on his first attempt. Frenzy jumps up into third with a 31-7. So it's Ferrari McLaren at the moment. Voice is quite low. Okie dokie. Let's turn that one up a bit. Is that better? Hopefully that is a bit clearer. For some reason all my audio is playing up again. Hate the fact on board is so overly loud. We've got Camus going through into fifth on a 32-1. Wi-Fi just coming into the final corner now, and we have rain. So that could make it interesting. I swear the weather never said anything about rain. It just said overcast. Oh no, it did, or it's changed to say light rain. So those that haven't been able to get out and set a lap might find themselves struggling as time moves on through the session. Scarito still in the pits. Hobo is on track, but he is only on an out lap. Find the Pass is retired in the pits. Not expecting the weather to improve. Hobo's only to start this lap, but now it doesn't look like it's raining. Oh no, a little bit as the camera pans round. Dave has a headache. Is that from all the shouting in the chat earlier? Moyland in 10th has retired in the pits. Hyder's retired. Looks like no one's expecting to see improvements in their laps. Hobo struggling a bit with the traction round turn 13. This is just an out lap. Different camera. Thank you. As he did invalidate on the exit of 13. Stay with Hobo, see what sort of time he can do with the track starting to get a little wet in places. Only a few cars left on track. Through 1, 2, 3 and 4, back getting very squirrely under traction for Hobo as he tries to make his way down towards turn 6. I'll completely ignore turn 5 because it's not really a turn. Very deep into the corner there on 6 and struggling to get the car back under control. So it's invalidated that lap. Scariso has gone out. He's currently on an out lap, just about to start his flying run. Quabbs has got a lap in. He'll be disappointed having lost out earlier with the disconnection. So only a 35-1 from Quabbs puts him into 12th. Can see the rain is starting to affect the track more and more as the laps go on, and with the lack of cars actually on track, there's going to be no hope of a dry line remaining drivable. Scarito managing to get through turn 6 without incident. Actually looks pretty comfortable. I'd love to know what the weather is for the rest of the sprint weekend. If anyone in chat is able to let me know. 57.6 through sector 2 for Scorito. Nearly 6 seconds down on the top guys. I think this is going to put Scorito into 13. It's the third time he's changed gear in his dash. He's still saying he's in 8th gear. Been in 8th gear for a very long time. Down to the brake-in. Does get the car slowed down and turned through the corner. Turn 16, keeps it on track, gets a bit squirrely as he tries to get the power down across the curb. 42.3 from Scorito, and DRS has now been disabled, so definitely no improvement going to be happening there. We've got Hobo on track, trying to set a time. He's going to lose out over Scorito here, not being able to use the DRS. Why? Why down this straight do we need the onboard that's stupidly loud? Gets the car through turn 14. How clean can he keep it through 16? Looks tidy, to be honest. Not quick, but keeps it on the island. A 44.8 from Hobo. And that is pretty much going to be the end of any qualifying runs. Expect to see everyone retiring once they're back in the pits. I've looked through the options, in fact, whilst no one's doing anything. Let's go through. Audio, where you gone? Audio. Effects, other cars, auto, onboard mix, cinematic. That's a bit quieter. It's still louder than off-board shots, but it is quieter. Hobo going for the Hamilton pit entry there, I see. Luckily, no gravel this time. Waiting on Gunny and Frenzy to retire from the session. It is a bit better. It's not perfect, but it's better. Only 2 more races of this game's life to go. Maybe EA could build a game where we've got control over which camera it selects rather than just getting random shots. I don't know who I'm kidding. I don't expect anything to change in the new game, which is why I'm not buying it. Matt is trying to race with a cowboy hat on. Now I'm going to have to go and put his stream up. I think Moyland and Hobo are going to be taking care of comms for next season. I'm sure that's the plan. I just don't want to give EA any more money, and it's, although I really do enjoy doing comms, it's a bit much to try and justify, especially as it is only TTFL I do anything for with F1. But there we have confirmation of the result. Casto taking the pole for the sprint race, Thornicus in second, Frenzy in third, Find the Pass in fourth, Camus in fifth, Gunny in sixth, Hyder in seventh, Dan in eighth, Mrs. Carl in ninth, Moyland in 10th, Wi-Fi in 11th, Quabs in 12th, Scorito in 13th, and Hobo in 14th. Oh, Moyland's given up on the hat. Can't make it work. Right, let's come off of that. A decent effort, Dan. Puts you in good place for the sprint. Does look like the sprint's going to be dry. Racing on drivers doing their tyre strats. I mean, there's not much strategy to do for a sprint. You go for the fastest tyre and that's it. No pit stop needed. Hopefully we are without hundreds of safety cars tonight. And who is the Haas making moves on the formation lap? Someone clearly forgot about the formation lap. That was Quabs, who does pull over and let everyone back through. Scares the life out of Hobo, sends Hobo into a spin. Hobo trying to get the car going again. Wi-Fi and Quabs have been disqualified. I'm gonna guess there was a bit of contact between the two of them. And I can see Wi-Fi typing in Discord, so I'm gonna guess that's gonna be linked. Thankfully, they shouldn't be too disadvantaged by tyre temps. I believe that's been fixed, so they'll start with half-warm tyres at least. Back a little bit spread out as they make their way down the back straight. That's suppose it'll help. Let's have telemetry. Let's have a quick look. I'm gonna guess. Oh no, top 4 all on the soft. Camu gone for the medium. Gunny and Hyder on the soft. Dan and Mrs. Cole on the medium. Moyland and Wi-Fi on the soft. Cobbs on the medium. Scarito and Hobo on the soft. So a mix of tyre choices. Lining up. Ferraris and the McLarens both line astern. Find the pass, trying to get as much angle on that McLaren as possible, and takes it a little bit too far. So we push back. My stream game is still iRacing. Oh well, it'll be fine. People will look and see it's not. So lights out, away we go. Good start from Casto. Thornicus getting a little bit bogged down in the first phase of the start. A Frenzy alongside as they go into turn 1. Frenzy trying to hold on to the outside line, puts him on the inside. Doesn't manage to get Thornicus, but did cover Find the Pass off. But Find the Pass getting a good drive out of turn 4 and is ahead of Frenzy. Frenzy still on the inside. Has to go quite hard on the brakes, a little bit of a lock up, and allowed Find the Pass to carry on through. Further back, Camus lost out 1 place off the start to Gunny, but looks like he's going to be under pressure from Hyder any moment. Dan holding on to 9th. Moyland up 1 place, getting past Mrs. Cole, so Moyland in 9th. Hobo jumping Scarito and Quabs off the start, so Hobo running in 12th. Back to the front, Find the Pass. I'd say holding on to those ahead, not really gaining back on the gap. Thornicus going for a move early on in the race, gets the move done on Casto into turn 14. Can he hold on to the lead for the next 9 laps? So not able to do anything in towards turn 1, but this has allowed Find the Pass and Frenzy to close right up onto the back of them. Frenzy a little bit back. Nothing made. I've no idea what the actual gap is because timing board's doing timing board things. Camus still ahead of Hyder at the moment. Gap sitting around 3 to 4 tenths. I was just about to say no further changes further back as Probs gets past Hobo. So Probs back up into 12th, Hobo dropping down into 13th. Come on, timing board, I need to see the gaps. Find the Pass, 6 tenths off the back of Casto as they make their way down the straight. No DRS this time around, so just trying to get in the slipstream to get the toe. Late onto the brakes, lets him close right up onto the diffuser of that Ferrari. But Casto looks to have got a slightly better exit from 14. So sticking with Thornicus, looking to try and increase that point lead for the driver's title. Doesn't need to push too hard for the win. A comfortable second will still secure him enough points to have a good lead over Thornicus in the standings at the end of the night. That said though, I'm sure he will want to take the lead back and finish on the top step. So the Ferrari McLaren battle still going on out in front. Gunny about a second and a half back, has got Camus for company. Camus started to open the gap back to Hyder. So Camus won't be under threat of DRS when it does become available, which is this lap. Camus will be able to use DRS to attack Gunny, and did get the move done. Casto also getting the move done on Thornicus, so Casto back into the lead. Frenzy's closing up a little as well, so Frenzy, Thornicus and Find the Pass all have the DRS. Thornicus again up the inside into turn 1. Casto fighting back though, that'll give him the inside for 3. Puts him on the outside for 4 as Thornicus just holds on. There was a little bit of contact, end plate to rear wheel, but nothing major. It didn't cause anyone to spin off. Casto trying to go round the outside into 6. Being squeezed a little on the exit by Thornicus, so Thornicus can just hold on to the lead. Find the Pass, trying to put pressure on Casto, maybe try and force a mistake to make life easier for Thornicus. Find the Pass has got to be aware of Frenzy just behind as well. And all the way down at the back is a very out of control Moyland. Literally just look to see where he's gone, and he's spinning it round on the exit of turn 10. Car was driving like it had absolutely no traction. So he murdered the rear tyres. Oh, they're not even overheating. So I'm not sure what caused that for Moyland. So I was too busy looking at Moyland spinning. Casto's got back into the lead. A bit clearer of Thornicus this time around into turn 1. So Casto holding on to the lead again. Find the Pass and Frenzy hardest on the back of this battle as well. Starting to lose a little bit of ground. Camo, now he's cleared Gunny, has nearly pulled a second gap. A few corners to go before the detection points. Will be looking to try and increase that gap. He's only got to find another 10th over Gunny to be outside Gunny. Over Gunny to be outside the DRS, but Gunny pushing as hard as he can to try and keep within that 1 second mark. As we come round turn 10, detection point just on the entry of turn 12 really. According to the timing board, Gunny was outside the DRS point. Come down the straight, yeah, he's not getting the countdown, so no DRS for Gunny this time around. Thornicus not close enough to go for anything into 14. Find the Pass closing up on the back of these again when the DRS and the double slipstream comes into play. Thornicus with the DRS down the start finish straight, getting the move done on Casto again into turn 1. That's the 3rd time Thornicus has pulled that same move. Casto really will want to be starting to try and defend that move into turn 1. Maybe Casto is quite happy to keep playing the game at the moment. He knows if he can stick with Thornicus through the lap, he'll be close enough with the DRS down towards turn 14 and he can get the move done into the hairpin. So both McLarens up one place in the race so far. Both Ferraris losing a place. Moyland has retired in the pits as he had enough of the track already, as his car, as we know, EA, they'll send the car back out and it'll park somewhere random. So Casso not close enough down into the hairpin. 4/10 back as we get onto the DRS. How quickly he has the overspeed to close up on Thornicus, but wasn't close enough on the corner exit to be able to look for a move into turn 1. 3 laps to go. Still anyone to play for. Top 4 have been together the whole race. Nice clean battle so far. Half a second between. Seriously, stop yawning. Half a second between each driver. So DRS will definitely be available to them all. Well, except for Thornicus, who's out in front. Thought he would love a bit of DRS to help defend. So take 7. Casso with the overspeed gets the move done miles before the braking zone. Thornicus able to keep ahead of Find the Pass though. Find the Pass a little squirrely on the exit from the hairpin. It is a difficult corner for traction there. Thornicus with the DRS again and a lot closer to the back of Casto than it was the last time round when the roles were reversed. Thornicus still trying to go around the outside of 1. Can't quite get it done as they drop through turn 2 and 3. So Casto holds on to the lead with 2 laps to go. Gonna guess we're gonna see at least another 1 change of leader before the end of the race. Gunny still just on the edge of that 1 second gap to Camus. 4 seconds back from Frenzy, but keeping Gunny at bay. Mrs. Cole running in 7th with Hyder for company. Dan Rouse losing out 1 place off the start. Wi-Fi running in 10th. Quabs in 11th. Scarito in 12th. And Hobo running all on his own at the back of the grid. 7 seconds away from Scarito. So Thornicus has got the move done on Casto again. Didn't see it on camera. Gonna guess that was another DRS move. Casto though a lot closer to that rear diffuser. Has the DRS, goes for the outside line into 1. Trying to use the same line Thornicus used. Drops down into turn 3 and does put him ahead. Where are the cars? Here they come. A wheel banging between the 2 as they come round turn 4. These 2 are not leaving more space than they absolutely have to. And sometimes it looks like they're not even leaving enough space. Thornicus managing to get back through on Casto. On the penultimate lap, got 1 more dose of DRS on this. Oh no, technically 2 because the start finish DRS zone is before the line. So will Casto go for the move Or will he wait? Will he try and play strategically? Wait to go for the move. No, he's going for it now. And whilst he's doing that, Frenzy's also making the move on Find the Pass. Be lovely to see a Ferrari 1-2 at the end of this. I don't think we've had a Ferrari 1-2 all season. And a couple of McLaren 1-2s. Would be good to see the Ferraris up there together on the podium. Sornicus with the DRS not close enough to go for a move. Well, Sornicus runs a little wide. It allows Frenzy up the inside. Sornicus gets the inside through turn 3. Frenzy doing an excellent job of playing rear gunner. Well, Sornicus is having to concentrate on defending from Frenzy. It's allowing Casso a little bit more breathing space. Find the Pass has got the best view in the house of this battle for the lead. So all still in that DRS train. Not Mrs. Cole, it's Hobo round on the exit of turn 4. It's got the car going again. So coming out of turn 13, Castro's got 6/10 over Sornicus, and we get a view back from Sornicus's car. See the DRS flap come open. I think he is too far back at this point to go for a move on Castro into the hairpin. Castro just needs a clean exit from 16, and I think he has got the sprint race wrapped up. Frenzy so close to the back of Sornicus, a 10th off of Sornicus as they cross the line. So Frenzy will take the last podium position for the sprint. Find the Pass in 4th, Camus in 5th, Gunny in 6th, Hyder in 7th. Mrs. Cole picks up the final point in 8th. Dan Rouse just missing out on points in this race. 2 races in China due to a man. Seen a photo of what Moylan's now wearing whilst driving. Headgear, by the way, not anything else. So Wi-Fi picks up 10th, Scarito in 11th, Krobs in 12th, and Hobo takes 13th. That one. Let's hope the feature race gives that same level of driving between the drivers. As reading in the Discord, Castro apologising to Sornicus for the contact towards the end of the race, saying a little touch and then the cars just got stuck together, which we've seen happen before with this game, so it's nothing new. Thankfully no one was massively affected by it. We are on towards race 2 now. Actually gone really quick tonight. It's unusual. Usually sprint weekends feel like they take forever. So if that was a 10 lap, does that mean it's a 30 lap race? I forgot to actually look in the lobby how long the feature race was. Drivers are on the grid. Let's have a look and see what tyres they're all gone for. Casto, Thornicus, Frenzy, all going for the medium. Find the Pass going for the aggressive, soft strategy again. Camus on the medium, Gunny on the hard, Hyder on the medium, Mrs. Carl on the hard, Dan and Wi-Fi on the medium, Scorito and Crobs on the hard, Hobo on the soft. And bringing up the rear, Moyland on the hard. So, telemetry on. Don't want that one. On that one. That one. Let's see, is that one. Not that one. That one. So light cloud to start, becoming overcast after 15 minutes. I mean, it looks fairly overcast anyway. Let's get back to Discord just in case anyone asks for an invite. That one. So top four, building a bit of a gap here. Oh, seriously, stop yawning. They had a bit of a gap back to Camus and Gunny, and then another gap back to Hyder. So Hyder really needs to start closing that gap up as the leaders are coming up to their pit boxes now. God, this seat's uncomfortable. I'm not looking forward to the 24 hours of the Nürburgring in this seat. It's going to be hard. But that's tomorrow's race. Right now we're watching the cars reline up in their grid boxes. Waiting for the lights. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. It's lights out, away we go. Difficult to tell from this angle. Looks like Thornicus got a better start this time around. Up the inside of Casto into turn 1. Not wasting any time there. Casto holding on to the outside. It's going to give him the inside of 3. Thornicus holding on to the lead, although Casto coming back at him down towards turn 6. And look round the outside, got Find the Pass right on his rear diffuser as well. Find the Pass going for the cutback and does get the move done. So McLaren 1-2, Find the Pass even getting past Thornicus. So Find the Pass into the lead, Thornicus in second, Casto in third. Frenzy in 4th, Moyland up 4 places off the start and into 10th. Hobo having a moment into turn 9. Does get the car back going again, so doesn't appear to be the wrong button on that one. Doesn't appear to be any damage on Hobo's car. So Find the Pass still out in front. Thornicus with Casto right on his rear. Casto trying to get the slipstream from Find the Pass in front to help him go round the outside at the hairpin. This is going to put him on the inside into 16. Just ahead by about a Rizzler. Casto gets past Thornicus. So Casto into second. Thornicus drops down into third. Find the Pass, 8 cents gap back to Casto. Using that soft tyre to get the better getaway and the better traction out of the corners. Looked for a moment like he was actually extending the gap back to Casto, but Casto closing under braking. Thornicus and Frenzy watch on. Camus on the back of this group as well. We've got a 5-car pack out in front. Gunny in 6th. Not far off of the lead group, but just outside the DRS. Has got Mrs. Cole chasing him down. Mr. Cole on the hard tyre. So's Gunny actually. So both on the hard compound. Hyder on the back of Mrs. Cole, followed by Moyland. Moyland now up into 9th, getting past his teammate. Somewhere around the lap, I didn't see where that happened. Quab's on the back of this little DRS train as well. On the pass, so still out in front. Casto has closed the gap down, grabbing the fastest lap that time around. DRS will be enabled this lap. Their first dose of DRS when they go down the straight after turn 13. Yellow cuts. Hobo. We've got VSC. So VSC, it looks like Hobo had a moment somewhere. I think it was out of the final corner. It looked like the car was stationary before the start finish line. So we may have a company for the rest of commentary if Hobo decides to jump in with us. Let's see, attendance tag. So it's still under the VSC. Find the pass and open the gap back to Casto. They get released as the lead pack come through turn 13. That's gonna give Casto DRS and help him close on to find the pass. Evening, Hobo.
Evening.
What happened?
I'm not having a good day. So I just basically was pushing the car too much, and on this corner coming up to now, I had too much curb, and I just knew it was going into the wall, so I was like, oh no, I've crashed.
So Casto did get the move done to get back in front of Find the Pass. Find the Pass holding on though, soft tyre doing well. Going up the inside of 2 as they go through 3, it puts him on the outside of 4. And Casto managing to cover that off. That's where Thornicus was going for that move quite a lot in the sprint race. Looks like Find the Pass was paying attention while he was sat behind that battle for every single lap.
I don't know if you heard Moreland's announcement, but anyone that finishes behind him has to delete the game.
Oh, I didn't hear that announcement. Why has he made that announcement?
Because he's shit to this track.
Yeah, I did see in the sprint.
Contact between Ribena and Dan going around the long sweeping section. Sorry, but yeah, that was his announcement he's made. I think Dave's announced it for him.
Alright, as you said, that contact there, I think something happened out in front because Find the Pass has dropped himself down into 5th place behind Camo.
I think Dave wants to join the commentary.
Yeah, let Dave join the commentary. More the merrier.
I thought he was joking.
Welcome, Dave.
Welcome to the comms chat. Dave. There's a bit of a battle going on for last place at the moment. Or for the next to last place. HK tried to go down the side of Cabina.
And whilst that battle's going on, Thornicus back up the inside of Casto into turn 1. Seems to be a favourite move of Thornicus around this circuit. Find the Pass has managed to get the move done on Camus, so Find the Pass back up into 4th. Trying to get back in this battle for the lead, although those tyres must be starting to feel uncomfortable. 25%.
HK again making another move on Cabina. They're going side by side around the long sweeping left-hander. Oof. A tasty little battle here. Dan's going to try and look to make the most out of this as well.
Dan just waiting to pick up any pieces that come his way, and preferably not pieces of carbon that come flying at his tyres.
While they're doing that, Scarito is catching up massively.
Letting you guys know that rain has been announced in 10 minutes.
Ooh, rain in 10. Thank you from the little pit, Ted Kravitz in the pit lane.
Ted Kravitz.
Ted Kravitz, the French. Fyodor Kravitz.
Can I get a quick invite so I can select it as well?
You got the game? Oh, you got the game in? Of course you have. I'll invite him.
So Casto not able to close with DRS down the back straight. Gets the DRS on the start-finish straight, but isn't close enough to go for a move into turn 1. Frenzy running as rear guard over this battle at the front. Find the Pass is actually out of DRS and still under pressure from Camus.
He dropped a lot. He's really fallen off.
I wonder if his tyres have really started to go. I've seen a lot of lockups from Find the Pass tonight.
Tyres go about 10 laps like in the sprint. Obviously, the feature's a bit different.
They've got a higher fuel load at the start as well. The problem going to be when they start to drop off, the mediums that he's racing those guys around him on are going to be coming into their optimal point.
Another fine battle with HK and Rabina here, and I will say his name properly. Cabina actually brilliant defending there to stop HK. On them hard tyres as well, he's doing very, very well. Oh, HK goes deep. That could allow Scree to come through, but no, I don't think he's going to be able to. Round the outside, maybe now. Oh, it's going to be close. DRS was definitely going to help this move. He's already got it done. Has HK lost momentum? He's lost DRS? No, he hasn't. He's still got it. Dan's out of ERS completely. 6% ERS he's on.
He's been pushing to try and keep with this battle.
Oh, deep again from HK as he sends it one on Scarito. That was a bit of a risky move there, I've got to say, as Final Party in the pits as well, the changey stuff.
What's he going to put on? They are standing there with mediums. So that's mediums on to...
His strategy was going to be a soft, medium, soft, he said. Apparently it's 3 seconds slow, he might have a bit better pace later on in the race.
Casto back out in front. Cornicus in a bit of a Ferrari sandwich out in front. He'll be wishing he had his teammate up there with him to help manage this battle.
I wonder if the alt strategy is going to work for him, though. I don't know if it will, because these two... I like the way Frenzy is this season really stepped up his game. Like, we're used to seeing Frenzy, you know, not qualify, stay at the back, keep hitting strangely under safety cars and stuff. This season, now he's got something to fight for. Really, really good pace we're seeing from him, and a potential title, well, constructor's title on the line for him now.
He's always had good pace.
He has.
He's just always pulled weird strategies, because he'd always find himself, was it last season before, he'd always find himself up near the top 4 or 5 and always pick up driver of the day.
Yeah, definitely. He always did. Matt, good move there on Gunny, up into 5th place. So another person's got to delete their game.
You can have no one left for the last few races of the season.
Said. Dan Roush making a move on Scarito up into 11th. Cabina under a bit of pressure now as he's going to overtake HK and does get him. He's been battling the whole bloody race. It's been brilliant to watch.
I'm starting to worry a bit about Find the Pass because the rain might ruin his strategy.
That is very true. I don't think any of us was aware there was rain coming. It wasn't mentioned at all. And I found out there was rain coming once I got on quali. No one really looked, but there was definitely no talk of rain in the race.
My weather only goes 15 minutes out, saying 31% chance of rain in 15 minutes.
It does look very cloudy out there, gotta say.
It's China though, it always looks smoggy.
It does.
That's pollution.
HK all over the back of Cabina right now as well.
Sonicus has the
Big lock
DRS,
up there.
isn't close enough down into 14 at the hairpin. Lock up from both of them there.
Well, I thought Gunny was going to have another move at Moylan, but he didn't think of it that time. HK on Cabina, gets him down the straight yet again. These two trading places, bit of wheel to wheel as they go into the hairpin. HK goes deep, Cabina takes that place back, doesn't give him that much room. Allows him the space back though. He does get the place.
HK with the ERS advantage though. Crabina's on 8%.
Trying to pass fast. I've got to say, this is not what he wants to see. It was 4 cars battling so hard as he's
just
trying
ahead
to
of him.
get back through.
Exactly.
He's going to have to
He might
try
be in
and
trouble.
pick his battle there.
Yeah, he's going to be in a lot of trouble here.
With a
Oh, he's got contact. Any damage on that, Rob?
Scarito. No damage on Scarito. No damage on Find the Pass. His next victim's going to be Dan.
A great move. Very good move on the exit. Oh, but Dan's
Go
come back. Dan's not having it. Dan's not letting it go lightly, but I think he's just got to yield that one eventually.
Those fresher tyres are going to help Find the Pass, make his way through. Now on the back of Wi-Fi, looking up the inside. Can he get it done before the break-in? Still side by side. I think he is just through.
Wi-Fi loses the place there to Dan as well with a bit of a how happy exit. I don't see Cabina fighting this too much.
He picked his line, is up the force, Find the Pass around the outside.
The hit.
Contact.
Contact on the exit. Doesn't look like either of them picked up damage. Probs stays in front, but runs a little wide on the exit of 16. That's going to give Find the Pass all the room he needed to get through and put Dan
He's gone on in front.
on the attack. So Dan
Camu's
through
round.
on Quabs as well. Camus is round. He's in the gravel. He has got it back going, but he's lost a bit of that front wing. So that's going to hurt him for the rest of this lap.
That's more into 4th as well. I got to say, the last lap of the sprint when I had wing damage, only orange wing on both fronts, it was undrivable. The car was undrivable with orange wing, let alone how he's feeling there with complete missing end plate. Find the Pass does get past the injured Camus.
So Find the Pass up into 8th.
I mean, he's done really well, I've got to say. He's made up a lot of places. Now he's in a bit of clean air for the first time. Chornicus has also taken the lead. We missed that. Three people in comms and no one saw him take the lead.
To be honest, I see him take the lead so many times during the sprint. It was backwards and forwards. Constantly.
HK trying to make another move on Bina. He hasn't got the ERS to fight. Well, no, neither of them do really. Good battle between these two today.
I'm keeping an eye on Moreland getting fight because I have the feeling we'll soon reach a point where the hard tires are gonna be faster than a medium compound.
Oh, Camo's into the pit to change that wing. Doritos gets past HK as he goes up into 11th place. Bit wide there, does allow HK to come back at him on the inside. More contact. Just sent the back wide a little bit off Scarito, but Scarito comes back, regathers himself, and they're still side by side as they exit turn to 3.
Oh, Morgan has a moment. Gonna catch up to him. Almost lost it. Hitting too too much curb on the inside.
Little
So
train
that-
coming behind Moylan with Hyder right behind Gunny as well now.
Yeah, that's the thing. Gunny is still in the how do you call it? DRS of
DRS.
Moylan, and Lider is in Gunny's DRS. So that's a little train, and with Moylan having a bit of a moment on the inside curb, he made basically Gunny and Lider catch up a lot quicker than they usually do because of the DRS. Let's see if
Contact.
Gunny goes for a move at the end of the straight. And
Contact between Casto and Shawnicus there. Shawnicus gets overtaken.
Gunny has stuck side by side with him through the hairpin, but Moylan getting the better drive on the exit. Gunny a little bit indecisive there, went for the move but didn't commit fully to it, so it
the
allowed
thing,
Moylan
you've
to
got
get
to
the
really
better
commit.
drive.
yeah,
This car entered the pits, I believe.
well,
He
Gunny's
has.
trying to go for the on the outside of turn 1 on Moylan.
Can he hold on to get the inside of 3? He can, but Moylan looks to have
Side
had a
by
better
side.
exit.
That's a great battle.
Very clean from both of the driver.
Lock
Goes
up
deep.
from Gunny.
A little switchback.
Moylan's got the inside here though. Should be in the faster line through, and Gunny does file in behind.
Casto
I mean, Moylan
back
is the
out in
champion
front.
of. He's the never champion of TTFL, isn't he? He's always been the one of the quickest drivers on track, and has never had that championship winning season. It's a shame.
Will we see Gunny go for another move?
I
Once
would imagine.
they
so.
all get into the DRS zone. The thing is, like, Gunny's and Moylan's battle made Lider catch up a lot. So we might even see a three-way fight.
So
Moylan
he's more
defend this
committed
one.
this time around from Gunny. Gets the
That
car
was better.
in front.
Can Moylan go for a switchback? No, he cannot.
The-
The move has been made.
A little bit of back end stepping out as he got back on the power coming out of 14.
And Hyder made an error there on the exit. It's lost a bit of ground to these two.
He's lost the DRS as well. Find the pass, slowly closing up behind. 5 seconds back from Hyder. Well, he is eating into that gap.
The battle with Scarito, HK and Cabina still raging on as they've all changed positions yet again.
Dan's found himself in a bit of clear air away from that battle
He
now
has.
as well.
He's pulled away massively, which is really good for him.
That battle obviously slowing him down, not letting him show his true pace as Camus sets the fastest lap of 34.3 on the soft tyre.
Because they'd have a change for the lead here with Casto and Shawnicus. Thought Frenzy was going to drop out of the DRS then, but he managed to claw his way back towards Shawnicus.
He was doing that in the sprint. It looked like he was a bit too far back, but then I think he may have deployed a bit of ERS to get within that 1 second again.
Yeah, he's really struggling with his ERS at the moment. Only got 5% or 8% now compared to the two in front.
While Moylan going back on the attack on Gunny with ERS and DRS. Goes on the inside. Can he stick?
Great move. Can he come back? No.
And Gunny gets
He gets it.
Gunny gets a little bit of oversteer on the exit again. Thornicus has got past Casto out in front into turn 1. Seems to be a favourite move for Thornicus, although obviously end of a DRS straight into a
I say
braking
you don't
zone.
see many moves around there, but Shawnicus has made a lot of attacks down that first corner.
What, 14 laps into this, 10 laps of the other one, I'd say he's got to have made at least 10 moves into turn 1.
Cabina again trying to make a move on around that, copying Shawnicus, and does get a move done into turn 1.
Oh, something
my.
very weird there.
Oh,
was that?
okay. F1 netcode.
Yeah, the back end of Quab's car looked like it lifted in the air,
Yeah, and bounced off the other car.
and then yeah, Wi-Fi after Quab's car was already in a weird position, had contact, and then ended up running off. Possibly a bit of a lag spike somewhere.
Change the leadership again as Casto has got past Shawnagers on the straight.
The skies are
Ferraris are both
Frenzy had
looking
a
at
little
it.
look there. Yeah, Frenzy had a. That's another contact. That's the second time I've seen Shawnagers do that to Casto. Wants to be careful. Don't want to do that too often.
They were,
Gunny's back on the attack on Moyland.
gets
Those
it
two
done
fighting each
again.
other straight after straight, and he gets it this time.
Yeah, good move from Gunny. Come on and come back at him.
Both drivers switching position back and forth, turn in, turn out.
Shawnagers trying again to go past Casto. Might get him on the exit of 3, but I think Casto's going to hold on. I think I just saw a drop of rain.
I was just about to say that looks like rain.
Yeah.
It is raining.
It is raining, and I was about to say that Camo made a pretty bold choice going for the softs because the skies were getting a lot darker, but it's gonna hurt his race a lot if he has to pit again. Obviously, to put some inters on.
But then, because it wasn't wet, putting the inters on would have hurt him.
Really hurt him more. Oh,
Yeah,
the
no,
skulls come
I
out
understand that.
Would have
Definitely
been
a battle here.
if he could have held on with the damage until the rain came. But obviously, he decided best thing. Get the wing replaced, put the softs on, run as hot as possible, and see what the rain brings.
It's pretty ballsy to bet on when the rain's gonna fall, if it is actually gonna fall.
Underpass gets past Hyder up into 6th.
You can't really afford to race with a broken car, but at the same time you can't really manage to pit too many times.
Who's going to be the first to blink? Shawnagers is, and Frenzy's followed him. Frenzy's covering him off.
Cornicus taking that same pit entry line as you and Hamilton did.
Matt spinning! Matt spun!
Oh no, yeah, it's gone round as well. I think the track's just getting wet enough now where the tyres are starting to fall away. Drop down to 7th place.
Especially anyone who's not stopped, they're on 16 lap old tyres.
Yeah, he's in the pits as well. Gunny's in, Hyder's in,
Aggressive on
Moylan's
the
in.
throttle.
Find the pass.
Very wet already,
Staying
isn't it?
out. It
Yeah.
did this in quali though. It went from bone dry and a couple of spots, and then the track started looking wet. Find the pass, having a moment there.
Been a
Details.
huge crash into the wall there. Don't know how he's still in this race. Jesus.
On the pit entry.
Yeah.
Casto.
Everyone's come in. Dira's disabled already. Casto might have made a big error here by staying out.
Maybe not.
He's got
Depends.
24 seconds back to Thornicus. How long's the pit stop round here?
I think it's more than that.
Maybe he wanted to stay on the track to avoid the double stack, but at the same time it's costing him a lot more time to stay outside under these conditions.
It is
And
definitely.
then Find the Pass has stayed out as well.
Yeah, he's going to be right in the way now. His teammates coming around this corner.
And Find the Pass would have had a clear box by the time he got into the pit.
Oh, he's shaking all over the place. Don't take out your teammate, whatever you do. I mean, he could try and slow down Frenzy here. He's definitely
in the
right
pit.
to. He has got between them.
Yeah, and obviously cannot
Frenzy's
really accelerate.
Not much he can do, is it really?
Yeah.
Alright, Casto is leaving the pit box.
Can he leave ahead of the others?
Thornicus is going to get him. He's done him.
He lost too much
Frenzy's
time.
got through. And
No doubt.
Casto struggled in the wet previously.
He has.
He's not got the pace in the wet that he's got in the dry, so yeah, he should have called team orders and taken the stop first.
One person we do know is quick in the wet, has a spin. So Moyland, I wonder what he's going to do now. He just gets past, find the pass, come out the pits. But this is when the Rainmaster himself can come out. It might also slow down the amount of overtakes we've seen down that back straight. I think it will.
Without the DRS, I think it
Yeah.
will.
Oh, yellow flags.
Yellow
Cabina's
flag.
tired.
Kabina's out. Is
Safety car. He's
is
pulled out a
back in
safety car.
to the pit entry. He's done it again.
He might have just screwed up Shawnagus' chance here because all he's done now is brought the pack closer together. Although saying that, it definitely helps out find the pass, Moylan and everyone else that's sort
Yeah.
of lagging behind.
We do know two people who are very happy for a safety car right now. Obviously, Casto and Find the Pass.
Yeah, not so much Shawnagus. Frenzy probably be grateful to get his teammate back close. But yeah, let's gonna slow it all down now.
I'd expect to see a tactical
Switch
swap
around.
of positions from the Ferraris. Or
Yeah.
certainly a not contested pass.
Non-aggressive back.
Well, there's no rule here. They can do that if they really wanted to. I don't know if they talk. That's the thing. I don't think there's communication between the two drivers.
Frenzy's in.
He has. He's pit. Why? He's doing a frenzy strategy again.
He's
What?
nearly gone into the wall as well on the pit entry. Everyone's forgotten what happened in
Oh, no.
2008.
he almost
He
lost
saved
it.
that.
I think that was half him and half the AI grabbing that car back from him.
All right, but
He's
uh,
fresh
Another
into-
fresh inters. Why?
I
I
need
mean, he's
to.
coming back. It's very smart. He's coming back out ahead.
Yeah, but I need to be enlightened. What's the
Oh, hang on.
strategic standpoint of
Hide the
picking
spun.
when you're?
Kaiser's had a spin.
Which has made Moyland and Find the
Gunny's
Pass have
back
had
in the
to
pits.
slow for Hyder's spin, so they don't
but-
get the illegal overtakes.
Okay, but explain to me what's the point of pitting when your tires are on
Oh.
a 2-lap hold?
Gunny's putting on wets.
That's what I thought.
Oh,
Frenzy
Gunny- I
might have
thought
been going
Frenzy
in
was gonna-
for.
Yeah. Gunny's putting on wet tyres. He's going to come out just in front of Mrs. Carl.
so are we thinking this rain is going to be too big for the Inters?
I don't think this rain's heavy enough for wets.
I don't
think it's a
think
bold
it is.
move.
It's
It's heavy, don't get me
50%.
wrong, but it's not
Yeah.
wet heavy.
It goes up to 50% in 10 minutes and then starts easing off. I mean, it's 44% at 15 minutes, so it's not a massive difference. But I think we have got rain to the end of the race.
And we have Camo in
Camo's
the pit
pitted.
again for Inters.
Is it damage or anything he come in for? Is it Camo?
Didn't see anything
No.
that would have hinted at damage.
Front Camo front wing. That was from a medium to softs. But no,
Yeah, that's
nothing
where
else.
it's spun
Yeah,
in
nothing
2 or
else.
3, I think.
There's been no other damage on this race so far. No one else has got damage. Quite impressive. Hashtag's only just caught up. Well, Frenzy just caught up to the back of the two leaders.
But I genuinely don't understand why would you pit and lose that amount of time on
Well,
purpose.
I think what he's done it quite cleverly. He's pitted, allowed Casto to get back past, who's fighting for the lead and fight for championship, and he's managed to keep third. It's not a
And
bad
it
thing
gives
to do.
him slightly better inters than those around him.
Yeah.
Find the
I mean,
Pass is back into the pits.
Is he going to
Yeah.
put on wets?
Meanwhile, Camo almost
No,
lost.
inters.
Why are we seeing
Oh,
so
'cause
many
again,
pits
he's
of
got the
Inters?
gap.
He's got the same thing. He's got the gap. But oh no, has he got the gap? It's gonna be
Yeah,
close.
he'll have the gap because they'll be under Delta.
I don't think they do. He's gonna lose out again. Is he gonna lose out? Did he keep it?
He just kept it.
That was
That
the
was
dots look like he
tight.
passed him.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a very brave thing to do there from Van der Paas. But it's paid off for him. Again, it's a couple lap hole fresher into. I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
if it's gonna make that much difference.
The
Yeah,
only
that
other
was
thing
my
this
point.
is all doing is extending the time the safety car is going to be out because the pack is so broken up. So if
See.
they hadn't done the random pits, then the pack would have been closer together. So we might have had the safety car end a lap sooner.
Thing is, look how far Camu is away from the whole
Yeah.
pack. I don't know if he's going to catch up or not.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Maybe he's not gonna be close enough.
I've seen the safety car called when someone's still halfway round the track. Not in the
It'll
23
only
game. It'll only do for
hold
3
a certain
laps.
time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely done 2. We know that. This we started its 3rd now, so Camu's got to the end of this
Yeah,
lap
it's
to get
not-
back up.
Yeah, no.
It's not
He,
called it. It normally
he,
calls
he
it
will
as you
be.
cross
He will
the...
manage to catch up. He will be able to, because the safety car is not in this lap.
Yeah, it normally gets called as you cross into sector 3.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, why did I try and change my rig last weekend? Why didn't I wait? This is so uncomfortable.
Oh.
And
Dorito's
Yeah.
back into the pits. Is he putting on a set of wet tyres?
Yeah, but will he be able to catch up the safety car
He
train?
should do, but it's gonna have
does
to push
look...
a little bit.
No,
No,
inters again.
fresh
Fresh
inters
inters.
again. Seems
wet-
a bit of a silly thing to do. You've lost out on 4 places just to put on fresh inters.
Yeah.
No one wants to run the wet tyre. It's a bit like real life.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Uh,
But like,
oh
why
no,
would you?
Gunny is running the full wet, isn't he?
Yeah, Gunny's the only one brave enough to do it.
He lost position on purpose to save on inters for 9 laps, 8 laps.
Yeah, I think that was a bit of a silly thing to do, personally. But they could have been that warned. We've been on the safety car for 3 of those laps as well.
Well, Gunny's... Actually, I don't know. I don't know if Gunny's got his data turned on. I was going to say he's showing 0 wear. Find the
Yeah.
passes on 2%, and if we look at Thornicus is on 12% on his inter, so there's
But maybe why he come in then? Gunny's trying to
Casto
find some wet line. Here we go.
on
They've fighting this
5,
lap.
Frenzy on 2.
I do think Gunny's made a bit of a mistake here. I think he's started overheating already because he's trying to find wet lines
Yeah.
on the safety car.
They're bright green for temp, that's about the only thing you see. So yeah,
Yep.
they're very hot.
Bright green, and we're not even at race speed yet. That's not good.
Yeah, but you can understand what was his thought process, because the rain arrived so quickly. You can just assume it would be heavier and heavier
it.
through the race, but it does not seem to be the case, and the safety car just ruined his tire change and his strategy.
Yeah, definitely. I'll let Rob do the restart.
So
Ian Hamp's in the
Thornicus
back.
weaving down towards 16. Guessing he's going to launch on the apex, and he has, but gets a wiggle as we come out of 16. Come on, camera, catch up. This has allowed Casto to close right up after being caught out a little. Not close enough to go for anything into turn 1, and these guys are going to be trying to find where the grip is as well. Although it's Codemasters, we know where the grip is. It's on the racing line.
Great move from Matt there, making a move past Hyder into turn 1 and 2.
While we already see a gap between Final Pass and Gunny, the wet tire's not working for
dropped
the Alpine driver.
a second and a half back and coming under pressure from Mrs. Carl as well. Side by side through... Oh, I can't even remember what corner that is. 6. Gunny getting a better drive out with the wet tyre, having more traction. Still battling down through 9 and 10.
Find the pass, making the move on Hyder. He's now up into 5th place. Great move from him.
Meanwhile, Gunny is creating a small train behind him. Mrs. Carl doing the move on the outside, now on the inside, and she's done it.
I mean, he's determined not to let anyone past him, isn't he, really? He's sliding all over the place.
Over the place.
exactly what Dan wanted to see, and there's going to be a train of cars now going past Gunny as he gets a bad exit.
Dan gets through. Wi-Fi following through.
Camus might even go
HQ's
for
having a
it.
look. Yeah, sorry, Camus, sorry.
Wi-Fi looking around the outside of Dan. Camus up the inside.
Yeah, inside, yeah.
Almost three wide.
Outside for this corner, though.
So Camus gets it done on Wi-Fi. Casto gets it done on Thornicus. But Thornicus trying to hold on. Wheel banging as they go round turn one again.
Oh, Casto
a
reared.
big slide.
Contact.
Getting quite
Bit of
used to
wheel
seeing wheel banging between the Ferrari and the McLarens.
Yeah, Shauna said actually in the sprint race there was wheel banging, but it was clean. It was
Yeah.
it was a good battle.
Yeah,
He was quite happy with it.
it's not looked overly aggressive from a spectator point of view. There was wheel banging, but it looked like they were literally trying to leave the space, but no more than the space required.
Yeah.
The number of times they were about a Rizzler apart was mental. Frenzy running wide on the exit. That's going to give Moyland something to aim for, though. Moyland's got find the pass right up his rear diffuser.
And Final Pass going to want to get past as quick as he can to help out Shaunicus as much as he can.
Meanwhile, in the back, Scorito is looking for a way to get past Gunny, who's definitely not having a great time with those weight tires, and Scorito does it on the inside.
Oh,
Find
spin!
the pass has got
Spin,
through.
Camus lost it.
Round. But yeah, Gunny back at 11th place. Bold move, got to say. Oof. Warner goes a bit deep there. I think Final Pass let him back through. Maybe a bit of contact between the two of them there.
Find the pass have got the move down the back straight.
Potentially there was some sort of contact where Final Pass had let him back past again. Not too sure what that was about.
Casto starting to drop back from Thornicus now. That gap's open to 9/10.
Oh, come on.
Tapping penalty.
Track limits.
Multiple warning. Yeah, I thought maybe retiring in the pits or something. I mean, Moylan is obviously in his own little race. He's got nothing to do with this lead battle, but he's obviously getting right in the way of finding the pass. But I'm sure in the chat together, they're not going to be saying "let me through." They're going to be saying, "No, sorry, stick it out." Clean driving expected here from these two.
Especially since Moylan started the race in 14th position.
If Final Pass is desperate not to delete his game, that's all it is. I know he's listening as well.
Next week we're going to have 4 drivers on track.
There will be.
Because you've got to delete your game. You DNF.
I've definitely got to delete it. Oh, mate. Yeah, oh, no, I said to Moylan, when he said it during the formation lab, I was like, oh no, I have gone off track.
Do you want my account?
Here we go, find the pass. It's going to find the pass and get past Moylan. Will Moylan hold it out? I don't think he has a much option. Both are safe ERS as well, so both are not pushing. Now Final Pass 3 seconds to try and help out Shaunicus as much as he can to get in between.
It's got 5 laps.
Ferraris.
5 laps to do it.
To do. I mean, it does bring this season coming to a pinhead. It's going to be the closest season we think we've had at TTFL for a while in regards of who's going to win the championship.
Yeah,
our own Max and Lewis situation going on here.
2 races to go after tonight, and both drivers and constructors are still well on the line.
And while Gunny's in the pit.
Yeah, he's taken off them wets, I believe.
Yeah, that's
He is
Inter's back on.
I mean, I applaud him for the risk. It was definitely there.
Worth a shot.
He was worth a shot. He had nothing to lose, but obviously this didn't pay off for him. If it did pay off for him, he could have been winning the race.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, either way would have gotten way worse than what it actually is. Gunny would have basically stolen everything, but was not the case for him, and he lost everything on the restart, so...
Casto Closed up on Thornicus is right on that diffuser again. Frenzy sticking with him.
He is. He's doing really well actually. I thought the two of them will drop off Shaunicus, but no, they're keeping with him, keeping him honest.
Meanwhile, Scorito is wide, going to the last sector.
Frenzy is catching though. Sorry, Frenzy. Final Pass is catching.
Casto goes for the outside. I think there was a little bit of will contact there because I saw a hand come up off of Casto's steering wheel. But Thornicus back through as they go through the hairpin. So
Definitely picked the right line there to defend that Shaunicus.
Will Casto go for a move into turn 1? And if he does, will he go for the inside or outside line?
All depends what Shaunicus leaves open for him at the moment. Shaunicus knows what he's doing. He's leaving up the gaps where he can force him wide. Obviously, this one's a bit difficult because you get the inside, yeah, then you lose it again. But he's done well there. Final pass catching still.
He's parking that car in the middle of the racing line and not making it easy for Casto to try and get a nose alongside. Saying that, looked like Casto did get a bit of better drive out of that last corner. Thornicus keeping in front at the moment as we head towards turn 9 and 10.
All the gaps other than these front four are really starting to widen up now. Final pass 1.5 seconds from Frenzy. He's going to be pushing with all his might as he deploys a bit of ERS there. Down that straight.
Going to be on the back of this by the end of the lap, I think.
Oh, Shaunicus almost sliding.
That's going to be what Casto wants to see. He's going to get the slipstream down here.
Buzz Riders on the
massive
ERS.
overspeed. Oh,
this time Shaunicus doesn't leave that much room, but Casto finds that gap, finds the inside. More will bang in, bit more. That was close there from the two drivers. They could have easily picked each other off.
They hit again.
More contact on the exit.
Some of that I think is like Casto put the message in Discord after the sprint that some of the contact was tiny little contact, and then the game just locks the cars together, which makes it worse than it needs to be as they're going almost 3 wide. Frenzy round the outside. Who's going to get the better drive out of the corner? It looks like Frenzy might have it.
No, he's taking that.
Oh,
but that's exactly what Casto
Shaunicus
wanted.
closed that door on Frenzy. I think if Frenzy had kept his nose alongside, he might have got that move done. But whilst these guys are battling, like you say, find the pass, slowly creeping up onto the back of the battle as well.
Gaining half a second each lap.
2 laps to
many
go.
laps to go.
Yeah, he went from 2.5 seconds behind to slightly lower, less than 1.
But at this point, on the last lap, he was 1.5 seconds away. He's now 8 tenths. That's a huge gain, 7/10 gain.
Casto's managed to open the gap to over a second. I know we've not got DRS, but that's really going to help as we come through the long right-hander of turn 13 and onto that back straight. He's going to have no concerns about the slipstream from Casto behind. Sorry, from Thornicus behind. Thornicus will get a distant tow, but he's got to keep an eye in his mirrors for Frenzy as Frenzy looks up the inside down towards the hairpin. Frenzy's got the inside line. Thornicus trying to make it as awkward as possible for Frenzy, but Frenzy is ahead. So it is a Ferrari 1-2 again. Can Frenzy hold on to secure Ferrari's first 1-2 of the season? He's got some work to do. His ERS is pretty much empty, mind you. They're
Other than Find the Pass, yeah, they all are.
Yeah, now the real question is Find the Pass gonna attack on Shaunicus because he has obviously the faster pace out of all 4, I feel like.
I don't think they will. I think they'll play team game, but Find the Pass. Sorry,
Thornicus's rears are all over the place.
Let's let him through.
33% on Thornicus's tyres, 26 on Find the Pass. Frenzy on 20% on those inters. Mind you, Casto only on 24%, so not massive difference between Casto and Find the Pass, considering they pitted on different strategies, or different laps under safety car. Well, this is definitely the battle we're going to be following to the end of the race. Wi-Fi was starting to close in to Dan a little bit. Looking at the splits, not close enough to be challenging at the moment.
Do you reckon if Find the Pass can't get the move past Frenzy, he will allow Shaunigus back past again?
I don't know. He
He
might
has one
do.
lap. That's pretty short.
It is pretty short, but
He might do.
all
And
the
his
points
best
matter.
place to go for it is going to be probably into the hairpin. It's either turn 1 or the hairpin. So if he's going to let Sean Lucas back through, they've got the gap to Moylan to do it. If you don't get it done into the hairpin,
they've
he's
got more
just
of a
going to have
gap
to. They've got more of a gap, yeah. He'll have to lift off out of turn 15 and just let Thornicus through into 16 to take the extra point for the driver's stand-ins. Well, this is really going to help the Ferrari's constructors challenge. Both up on the podium. If they can lock out the top 2 spots, that's going to let them gain over McLaren, or close in towards McLaren in the team standings.
Find the Pass tried to make a move there on Frenzy. I think it just went a bit wrong. Lost a bit of time to him.
I wonder if that's... Has he bought a new controller yet, or is he still on stick?
He has bought. He's ordered one. He's ordered one. He hasn't got one yet.
Because his car looking twitchy as anything through turn 10. So
I think Casto's backed off a little bit to help
try and
drag
give
Frenzy along.
Frenzy the tow.
Be all down on this though. Can Find the Pass do anything using all the ERS available to him? I think he's too far away.
I
It's
think
way
he's
too
too far
far.
back. It's either going to be a send. Oh, right on that rear diffuser. Is he going to keep trying to battle it through to 16? Is he going to lift and let Thornicus through?
I think
I
he
think
should.
he's going to
I
lift.
think he
he's
should.
gonna
He's not.
lift. He is. He's lifting.
Oh, he has.
is.
He
Yes.
has lifted. Casto takes the win. Frenzy brings it home in second to give Ferrari that 1-2 finish. Thornicus takes third after Find the Pass, letting him through out of the
Spins over
final
the line.
corner.
Now
Moyland
we
in
need-
5th, Hyder in 6th, Mrs. Carl in 7th, Dan will take 8th, Wi-Fi gets 9th, Scarito picks up the final point. It's a Gunny and Camu to come through. Not sure if something's just happened there between the two of them because they're both very slow out of the hairpin. Gunny comes through to take 11th and Camu will take 12th. Now, according to the rules, everyone who didn't finish in front of Moyland has now got to delete the game.
Oh no! Oh.
Which means this will be my last commentary stream because I'm going to delete the game.
A great drive from everybody in McLaren and Ferrari, but we really need to think about how the safety car kind of ruined Shineka's hopes for a win today, because before it was about 6 seconds ahead
He
of
was
Castello.
very, very clear.
The safety car and all of the pit stops kind of reshuffling the order in the stand-ins a bit.
It always
Back to Sunny
happens.
again.
Great drive, but we can be sure that those points would have been pretty useful for Sean, who's only 30 points behind Casto in the stand-ins.
So Casto picks up 33 points overall. Thornicus picks up 22. So he loses 11 points to
There's one
Casto.
more sprint to go though. Here's one more sprint. Rob, do you want to read out the final standings?
Final stand-ins. Casto takes a win. Frenzy in second. Thornicus on the last step of the podium. Find the Pass in 4th. Moyland in 5th. Hyder in 6th. Mrs. Carl in 7th, Dan in 8th, Wi-Fi in 9th, Scarito in 10th, Gunny in 11th, and Camu in 12th. Quabs in 13th, not finishing, and Hobo 14th. Another
In the commentary
standard
box. In the
standard
commentary
performance,
box.
but did the right thing and jumped in comms. Thank you both for jumping into comms. Thank you for your work, Theodore.
Who? Theodore?
Yeah, you.
You're Theodore. You're our
Oh.
he's our
You're
friend.
Ted Kravitz.
Friend
Oh,
Ted Kravitz.
right. Sorry, I didn't pick the reference.
What we got next anyway?
I'll
What's
be
the
I'll be
next
Mr.
track?
Weather
Suzuka.
from now on.
Is it Suzuka next week?
Suzuka next week, and then I think we end on a
Silverstone.
sprint, I believe.
Yeah,
Silverstone's the
Yeah,
last race.
Silverstone sprint. So that'll be. Well, that may make my head explode trying to do the maths as we run around.
I will leave you to do the maths. I've got to go sort the baby out, but thank you for having us.
No
and I'll leave
problem.
you to close up the stream.
Thank you for jumping in.
No problem.
And thank you, Day, as well, for jumping in. It's been great to have you in the commentary box.
Yeah, I did harass Daddy for him to bring me in, so thank you, Daddy.
Well, I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you, everyone who's been in the chat throughout the race, and we'll be back next week for Suzuka.